Yo! What's going on? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Hawkers? What's up, Triton? Triton, I saw your thing. I very well could have uploaded them or scheduled them out of order. For all I know. To answer what you asked on the Discord. Sometimes I just get behind on that stuff, and then I'm like, I think this is the first one, sure, and then I go with it. It's gonna be easier to see now that I have my little tournament thingy. Which, actually, I have not updated that yet, so let's do that right now. Number 6. Uh-oh, new challenge. What you got for me? Okay, oh, challenge for you. Okay. Gotcha. Right, so actually, on that note, speaking of that, smash.gg. I was about to update the fighter, but I don't know who I'm facing, so let's go find out. Coinbox number 6. Ah, okay, so the original challenge is null and void. Alright, so let's browser capture. Alright. So I'm facing JPEG in pool 10. They're using NFTs. Oh, wait, where am I here? Oh, I almost potentially could have faced HBox. Instead, Shiny Mark is in my path. I do have a bye, which is cool. So if I win this one, and if I beat one of these 3, I will more than likely end up facing Shiny Mark. What's up, Tangent? I almost could have faced HBox. I'm more comfortable. Like, apparently, Ridley just gives him trouble, and I actually don't mind the Puff matchup. I've never faced his Puff before, you know. Someone, I guess, of that caliber. Even though he's probably not, like, super high up there in Puffs, but he's a pro player, so there's always that mentality and that experience. But, JPEG. Yeah, don't need those. Let's see who they play. So some of this looks offline. They play Sephiroth. Sephiroth can give Ridley a bit of trouble, but it's not unwinnable. What's up, Beef? Did they face anybody else of note? This looks, yeah, that's the other 2 are offline, so you can't really get much data off of that, but oh, they also play Sonic. Sephiroth and Sonic. Okay. I've only played 1 game so far today, so I'm super warm. Joys of having a full-time job and then wanting to at least do semi-decent or better than you normally do in a tournament, and you're playing cold as crap. Hey, Cloud. It's almost a Sephiroth, right?
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh. thought he would approach. There, dodge. Oh, I just missed the timing. Okay. You know what? Fair play. Dash back. He's holding shield a lot. And you're dead. And that is how the Ridley Cloud matchup is supposed to go. Ooh. Read him doing that too. Just misspaced it. Okay. I also didn't eat. Like, I had lunch, but I haven't eaten dinner. I'm trying that so where my body doesn't just, like, brrr afterwards. But as soon as I'm out of this tournament, you bet your ass there's going to be a quick little break before we do the VOD review, because I'm going to need food. Or at least I'm going to order food. You have, like, granola bars behind me, so there's that. Almost got that. Mm-hmm. I'll take it. Ah, boo. Ooh. I was not expecting that to beat out. This is the first up B out of shield he has done. We potentially are going to be running into Shiny Mark again. Alright, 7 minutes till... We do have a bye, though. Which is cool. Yeah, we almost could have ran into Hungry Box. Almost. Oh, that is totally not the song that's playing right now. If I just throw this in its own little window, keep that up behind OBS, and then just have this over here. I want to see if it actually changes. Why'd you just face a Ridley with ZSS, Triton? Because, you know, there's difference between Ridleys that you will find at your GSP level and me. You've tried facing Ridley as ZSS before. Yeah, I just realized that like basically every single character that I play is kind of ass against Pikachu. Like probably Pyramithra would be the best one just because, hey, top tier. But I'm not that good with them. Relative to my other characters. Let's see if this little widget actually updates. Okay. Okay, it does. That's good. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Have this. We're gonna do halvesies and halvesies. Or can't I pop out a widget? I can. Okay. That doesn't... Yes, it doesn't. Sweet. And then does this update? It does! Okay. Alright. I have a system now. I mean, whatever flaw you think it is, I've probably encountered it before. Embracing the power of the RNG. All right. My arena. All right, you know what? Arena.
Step into the ring.
And my opponent has already checked in, so we are good to go. Okay.
Choose your fighter. Ridley.
Ridley! Okay. All right, so we are striking battlefield. Because I hate it. He is playing Sephiroth. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, we going town, baby. Give me them small side blast sounds. All right. I want some good vibes to start this tournament off. Where are you at? Good luck, guys! Oh. Woo! I think one of the fireballs tripped him. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, okay, okay. We banned. Oh, one ban? It changed? Oh. Go Smashville. Interesting. I wonder if that's like intentional. Ooh, didn't fast fall there like I wanted to. Ooh, I clanked. Good parry. Are coming through right now. Ooh, good read. Catch your death. Ooh, good counter. I wanted it to be a freaking up smash. Ooh. Oh, I tried to attack. There's a little jankiness with my inputs there, but yuck! Not a good start. That was a quick little set, too. We're the first ones to finish. Alright, loser of G. I think both aren't here, so I'm probably gonna get a bye. That counter you got on me was really good. If you didn't throw that out, he was dead. Oh yeah, we getting a bye. More than likely. So then I would be... Did Milky actually play a set? They did. They are a Ganondorf. And then loser of O. Which also appears to be two people that haven't checked in, so. Wow, if I would have actually won that, I probably would have went straight on to for the likely facing shiny mark. Ridley's very fun. Alright, play some Elite Smash while I wait. Back to... But I actually enjoyed playing. I feel like I've seen him compete in a lot of these online tournaments before. He's definitely competing offline, which that's an edge on me. There we go. The thing that is weirding me out about this Peach is they are not pulling turnip. Finally. I honestly don't know what this song is from. Oh, it's from Tekken. This I know what it's from. Without needing to see the YouTube video. Okay. Yep, they are super not here. We get a buy. We take those. And Milky is still waiting on their match, which is actually going on. So we got quite a bit. One of the dudes that they're going to be facing either Durushu or Dizzy, the Y. I think Dizzy has Mirror Force, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. DK, Donkey Kong. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just off. Goodbye. I was off again. This is Tekken. I know that for a fact. The move didn't come out in time. Alright, so does Roshu. So we got a Mega Man or a King K. Rool. Oh, dear God, that's a player, right? I feel like I've heard that name before. Ah, that was it. I had the read. Shit. Landed right in front of him. Excuse me? I will take that trade. Wow. Let's see. We are still waiting on our opponents, just to show you guys. So that's where we lost. Very good Sephiroth. We're waiting on the winner of this. So right now, the Mega Man, which is an awful matchup for Ridley. So I would prefer him to win. He's moving on, and then, well, he's currently winning. So we'll see if he ends up winning out. Then Dizzy would come down here, and it would be him versus Milky, and then the winner of that faces me. I feel like I've heard tier sexual before as well. Okay. All right. Wow, there's 9 of you in here all of a sudden. What's up? What's up? So, yep, we are currently just waiting for our next match. I'm just actually warming up now that I can. It's always fun when you, like, first get into, you know, this lobby, when you're not connected with everybody, and obviously you have no input lag. All of a sudden the game connects to somebody, and it's just like, oh! It's like the game got gut punched. Ooh. Meta Knights are kind of hard.
2, 1, go!
Alright. Ooh, that was a bad teleport. That was a bad teleport. Start spot dodging. Whoop, okay. It's hard to attack because I don't know which hit's gonna hit me, and then it delays the other hits. Oh, he's too short! I think I'm too low. You saved me. Alright. Okay, Dizzy ended up losing. Meta Knight's really tough for Ridley. He's tiny, he's hard to hit, he's fast, and he does have a hey, and he didn't rematch me. Rude. Even though I've been doing that all day because tournament. Cloud Duel again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Again, I will take that all day, every day. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, you almost jumped into it! Oop, too low. Stupid forward tilt got him just out of the way. Alright. Almost max rage. Alright. right. Yeah. Still haven't won their first match, or they still haven't recorded their first match yet. Pithra.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. Super end leg on that. How would I describe? Ooh. How would I describe Kingdom Hearts? A convoluted mess of a plot, but the gameplay is some of the best, some of the best gameplay of any game that I have ever played in my life. And you fall in love with all the characters. Non-Disney and Disney alike. Yep. That coming. Okay. They still haven't finished the game? Jesus. Yes, Donald Duck, canonically is the strongest mage in all of Final Fantasy. It actually is not up for dispute. He has used the strongest spell in all of Final Fantasy. In all of its spin-offs. Dude's stronger than Sephiroth. Oh, you think Meteor's strong? You think using Giga Flare in Smash is great? Well, buddy, let me tell you. Aw, boo. not want to do that. Too big of a boy. Shit. All right, you know what? You know what? This the guy gets props. He was ballsy enough to parry the skewer. Excuse me? Okay, Dizzy is up by 1. Oh, dang it. I didn't want to do that. That's probably the sickest edge guard I've ever had in a Pyramithra. Alright, so let's see, are they still going to 2 characters? They both went K roll. So I have to face either K roll or Ganon, but 2 I have a 33% chance of facing, or 66% chance of facing K roll, sorry. Okay. You know, I want to listen to that Yakuza song. It's 1-1. Did he switch the Ganondorf for... No, they are going K. Rool Dittos. All right. So we played our first match like 40 minutes ago. I know it'll be an hour before next one. So I will go on to face Ren, who... where's Ren? There it is. DK or is that a Little Mac? That is a Kazuya Mishima. Oh, I theoretically, if HBox lost to Ren, I could have played HBox in losers. Oh. HBox, why didn't you take one for the team? And then I could have, like, made a room. Then he joined the room, and it has the /2200 Productions on his stream. Oh. I have not looked at it yet. The Ruby one, I'm assuming you're talking about. That needs like a true sit-down read, and I haven't had the time for that. Excuse me. I'm just gonna get an arena set up for when these two finish. One day, man, one day. There you go, Jet. Alright, it is Dizzy. One who has only played K. Rool. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, if I really wanted to, like, try and randomly boost our viewers during, like, an arena or something, and I knew he was streaming, you can donate for a raid. You usually have to pay, like, $100 to do it, though, because, like, other people will sneak in there, but... he's got whales that are dropping hundreds of bucks in subs every week in there. It's just like crazy. All right, Dizzy's in here. All right, do I go technically 0-2? Or do I rise to the occasion? We banned FD. We're gonna ban... I actually don't like Smashville in this case with K-Roll, because I don't want him camping underneath and just throwing project his crown and cannon. I'd rather have a bigger stage. We are going to PS2! Alright. Ooh. This does not belong in my playlist. That is a super copyrighted song. Come on, there we go. What do we want? What do we want? All right. Nice. I think he would have survived that anyways. Of course. Okay, he just threw out the forward smash for shits and gigs. Totally trying to cheese me now. Woo! Okay. Ooh! I probably should have just downbeat again. But good to know that the skewer just breaks his stomach, like, raw. God. Shit! Oh yeah, he's... dead? Hero's a big boy. Did not mean to do that. Is he dead? Yes, he is. That sucks. Weird interaction there. No Battlefield and no Smashville. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, I should change my thingy. We're at 1, motherfluppers. Kalos. Oh, it's too slow. What? Oh boy. Dead. Rage? Throw crown. Okay, that's dead. All right. GG's. It's DSD. Alrighty, we move on. Next, I face Ren. They were the Kazuya Mishima. Jet, I appreciate the discount Ridley skewer emote. Tangent, you're a sub, man. Where are you at? You see a skewer, all of you should know what to do. Discount or otherwise. Excuse me, I was too focused to react. I mean, technically I got two, it's just the one was a shield break. I could have sworn you were here during, like, the unveiling, but... yeah. Oh, no! Oh, no! Poor cat. All right. Next, okay, so we have... put this back to 0. Fighter 2 is... Ren. Come on, there we go. Alright. Oh, he's going Joker. Did I face him before? I feel like I've faced him. He was the Joker that beat me a couple weeks ago. Might be. If this goes bad, I'm probably going to switch to Pirate Mithra just to play it out. Oh, we going PS2, baby. I know Joker likes that stage, but I just like it more in general. All right. I got fun song. All right. Just missed it. Jesus. Ooh, there's a little bit of input lag now. I feel like that was not there before. Missed it. Excuse me? That was the tippitiest tip of my down smash. God damn it. Ooh. Little penisy there. You got a teeny bit penisy there. I did not deserve to win that. I did play way more passive at the end, but no Battlefield. And I do want platforms, so no FD. Like what we like are like the 2200 tier list you want? Yoshi's, okay. I think he wants the wall. I barely play Yoshi's. Where is it? There it is. Where you at? Where you at? Okay. All right. Still sticking Joker. You know, his tracking off stage is really good. Steph. Ooh. He's trying to counter me. Just hit me. That was a good read. Okay. All right. One. Boss music did not power me up enough. So they banned PS2, Small Bout, and Smash. Banned PS2 and Smashville. Where's it? Blech. Oh, we're going town. All right. Good vibes. Wonder if you stay in Joker. It's taking a while to choose a character. He is. Oh God, that messed me up. Ooh, wanted to tech roll that. Okay. Internet, why are you doing this to me? That's okay. That probably would have killed me if Arsene was still out. Oh. Ah, okay. All right. All right, GG's. What did I finish? 2-2? Well, not exactly. All right. Okay, okay. All right, so you are trying to officially challenge me, like, what, a month? Less than a month into the challenge? Thank you. Thank you, Tangent. He was playing with his food at the end. Just making sure we're clear here. Ah, I see, I see, I see. So, you're challenging Beef. I see. Sorry, as I was reading it before the match, I saw I'm challenging you and Beef. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. We'll do this. So yeah, are you in an arena already? Or do you want me to make an arena? All right. Let it be heard, peers of 2200, that thy gauntlet has been thrown. Triton is challenging Beef to a first to 5. First to 5. Triton, what do we want to call this? Because I'm gonna put the title here. Oh. Triton's Trial. All right. We're gonna get this set up. We got Triton. And over in the red corner, if I could actually spell correctly. We have Triton in the blue corner. Nah, I like Triton's Trial better. No. It's gonna be too big, so just Beef. Oops. Oh, no one. Gotta make an arena, dude, so I can join it. Okay, we'll do Beef Robin. We'll put in the fighter too. That way we know which character. And hold on real quick. Let's see if DA is available to commentate. Notifications. I got this played before and it just Sure. Understandable. There. If you want, I can make an arena, and you can join that one. Ooh. We also have to talk a stage list, because I want this to run like a tournament. Okay, so... So... Do y'all know how... Oh, wait. I don't want this open. Okay, actually, yeah. I don't want this open to other people. So, well, 4567 is the password. Y'all send me friend requests? Alright, hold on.
Step into the ring.
Friend suggestions. Oh, would you look at that? A decline! Blocked! Oh, no. You need counter picks and stuff too, my friend. It ain't just gonna be super simple stages. So, and I want to include So there's the concept of starting stages, and then there's added counter picks after the fact. So you start with only a selection of about 5 or so stages, and then 3 more get added to the list that you then do bans for. So, I honestly like the stage list of the Coinbox. So here's what it is. The starting stage picks are Battlefield, Final Destination, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Smashville. And then, after the first game, the added counterpick stages are Kalos Pokemon League, Small Battlefield, and Yoshi's Story. Oh, I'm blocking. Sorry, Beef. I realized I'm blocking the thingy. Nope, that's not. Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Well, there's the ID. There we go. Let's move that down a tiny bit. So join that. Password is 4567. So Triton, you're still here, right? Yes, I can. Changing the title since I'm super not in the Coinbox anymore. Okay. I didn't run any. I'm also trying to get DA in here. Let's see. Okay. What the fuck? Interwebs, what are you doing? Arena's full. Oh. Yeah, I need to make a new arena. Sorry, I only put it as 2 for this so other people can't join. Which then, why am I fucking hiding the arena? Whatever. Forgot about that. Format, more settings. We'll do 4 max, because then DA might join in as well. Just in the room. Oops. Oh. All right. Good now. DA seems to be joining, so I will have my co-commentator. All right. So the explanation again. So to start off, you're going to have 5 stages that are going to be available, which will be then reduced via bans, which I'll get into that in a second. The starting stages are... So, starting stages. Battlefield. FD. Town. City. ES2. And Smashville. Counter picks. Alos. Small battlefield. Yoshi's Story. Let me correct some spelling here. Okay. Well, that didn't format it like I wanted. So. So. What I'm going to do is, so for first ban, so it goes 1-2-1, essentially, for bans. So, we'll do a random number pick, basically. Whoever wins that will ban 1 stage. The next person bans 2 stages. And the following person essentially bans 1 stage, but then you're just picking what stage you want to play on of the remainder of the 2. You play that match. Whoever wins gets to ban 2 stages from the full list of starting stages and counter picks. And then the opponent then picks the stage to play on from there. So, trying to see if DA does end up joining. What are you confused about, Triton? Just let me know, and I will explain it. Correct. The winner gets to ban 2 stages that they do not want to play on, and then the opponent picks the counterpick stage. Correct. And there he is.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, got it in 1.
That's... miracles can happen. So, yes.
Do I sound good? Not too loud, not too soft?
You sound pretty good to me.
Alrighty then.
So, yeah, I am out of the Coinbox. 2-2. I met up with a really good Sephiroth and then a really good Joker. But,
I hate to see it happen.
Yeah. I can turn him down if it's loud for you guys. He's good for me, though. But, so then Triton, afterwards, challenged Beef's Robin to his first of 5.
Ooh, Robin!
And we are...
That's what I like to see.
And we are doing this with, like, tournament rules. So I have a stage list and a counter pick list, and they're gonna do bans. They're gonna do the whole shebang. That we're doing this legit.
All right.
So, Beef, Triton, in order to decide who gets the first part of the ban of the 1-2-1 ban, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50. Whoever's closest gets the first ban.
Sephiroth. You don't know how much I do that when I just win. I'll just be like, Sephiroth. It'll be muted and I'll just go, Sephiroth, because I love it.
It's the best win screen in the game. The number was 37. You guys were way the fuck off. However, Triton... Triton gets first ban. I mean, you can pause the stream and still have chat up. Triton. You could do that.
What was he asking?
Because he was gonna completely close out of the stream just so he could focus on playing, but like he could just pause it and still have chat up. That way we can see stage bans and stuff.
How's my wolf? Really bad. Because I don't play wolf anymore. Regrettably,
only ban 1 stage, Triton. For the first one, it's the person who wins bans 1, the next person bans 2, and then you ban another. Okay, FD. Beef, what are your 2 bans of the remaining starting stages, which are Battlefield, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Smashville?
FD is my favorite stage. How are you getting that off rip?
Sometimes characters like platforms, dude. I typically ban FD because I like platforms for Ridley.
Yeah, no, Ridley benefits so heavily, and if I was going Sephiroth, I'd do the same. But you know, Isabel and Robin, they're fine with both. Min, you know, you put her on the biggest stage, the littlest stage, she's still putting in work. That shield not doing what it's supposed to do hurts a lot. I'm just like, the fun level has gone way down. I haven't broken a shield since. And I was doing once per session, at least.
So, Beef, we still need your bans. Are you there? Kalos and Town. So, of the remaining stages you have to pick from are Smashville and PS2. Triton, what do you pick?
Did you break my shield? I don't remember. Probably yes. No. Shield breaks aren't really when you're on the receiving end of it. It's like that happened. When you're doing it, it's like yeah. So it's just faded from my mind. The only one I remember is Namek did one, and he didn't capitalize. That's the one I remember. That just because it was funny.
Also, once the stage is decided, both of you pick it. That way, when you start the game, there's no, like, this or that stage. It's always the correct stage. I've had that happen many a time. All right, Triton, what you doing? What stage we playing on?
Don't do the big call out, Triton, all on stream and then just get blown out. I don't want that for you. I don't want that energy put out in the universe. Yeah, boy. Freaking.
Oh, sorry, Beef.
Weather's
Kalos
getting
is not
nice.
in the starting stages. I'm sorry. I realize that now. So, you still have one more ban. Between Battlefield, PS2, and Smashville. Kalos is a counterpick stage. Those come into play after the first game. Okay. So, same two still apply. So PS2 or Smashville, Triton? All right, what's a good starting song for these fine gentlemen?
Weather's getting nice. We got an ice cream truck yesterday. I'm like, yeah, first ice cream truck of the season.
Nice.
You hear? I just turned my head, heard little kids playing scooter outside. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I need to be right now. Tired of all that cold.
See the kids walking up, you're just like, out of my way! Palm their head, shove them.
Swirl with sprinkles, please.
PS2. They say they make the best game. That stage makes the best games. Oh, you know what? We're throwing some DuckTales video game into here. We'll wait to start it. All right. Oh, I need to. Sorry, I realized I don't have this correct attorney name. This official challenge is now officially dubbed Triton's Trial. All right, gentlemen. Whenever you are ready, make sure the stages are picked, your characters are locked in, and you may begin the first game.
Ooh. Curious to see where Triton is going. Roy, Zero Suit, Pyramithra. Because he knows what he's up against. He's got a little bit of experience with Zero Suit. All right. Mm-hmm. And that's a good color for Robin.
All right. This is my first time actually trying to commentate something. How about you, DA?
I mean, this is not really actually commentating. It's just having a little bit of fun.
I still want to. Yeah. All right.
I mean, I've got no, hey, Z-drop. No, that's not fun. It's just like, oh, you bum Triton. I'm just going to be analyzing
right
this
now,
Robin.
Okay. All right.
Good Robin stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Good Robin stuff.
The Levin sword is out.
10 seconds, always. That's within that 10 seconds, like, well, this just isn't a character.
Yeah. Ooh, good read on the jump there. Okay, get up attack.
One more hit with that Levin. And it looked like one more shot with the book.
Now, this is something I want to ask. Like, you know, you hear people always talk about how it's just like, okay, there's a difference between friendlies and, like, actually doing, like, a competitive set. And I feel like, I don't know about Beef, but this is definitely the first time for Triton, so I'm curious if, like, he's going to notice a difference or not. All right,
He'll
forward
definitely
smash.
be listening back to this, so.
Yep.
Try not to say something too disparaging.
No. That's not meant to be disparaging. It's just like, there is a difference. And I'm curious if he's actually going to feel that difference or not. Ooh, big up air.
Big truck swings. I love Robin. Just get out of here.
Down air. All right.
Definitely plays different from my Robin. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh.
If not for Robin's great recovery, I'm like, okay, that was a good little... But I'm like, this is definitely coming back.
Ooh, he's trying to get the cheeky Nosferatu out there.
But then at this percent, it's only going to bring up, like, you're going to get like 13% since they're roughly equal. So it's not even a real point in doing it. Say that's a kill that you could have gotten.
True. Okay. Good in there. Ooh, he read the double jump.
You got to watch out for that green book. You got one more shot. If you don't flurry.
Dash attack. Oh! Ah!
Okay. Well, that was a bad DI right there. I can see it.
Some sussy DI. Ooh, just raw forward smash to the face.
No, it's like no point in even doing anything fancy or special. Just get out of here.
Yep. Take a boot to the face.
57, easy.
Is that just 2 11 sword hits?
I think it was 3.
Okay.
Might have been 2.
Ooh.
But 11 sword in the air, it's just like, this is an air.
Oh,
there it is.
No, he got pineappled.
Yeah. You hate to see that, especially when you're looking at 0% when they got the second stock. It's like, now you just reel down.
Okay. Forward smash. So one thing Triton definitely has to work on is his overuse of side B with ZSS. He throws it out a lot.
Yes, he most certainly does.
You jump out of it, it's very easy to punish.
Yep.
Even there, if Beef would have space to jump, like just because of how forward air you hit from below, he could have actually hit.
But with straight sets like this, you can really start to figure out your opponent, figure out what you're doing wrong and right.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh.
Especially when it's not blowouts.
Yep.
When it's pretty close like this, you can be like, okay, what am I doing wrong?
Ooh.
That's what you're doing. Okay.
Hey.
It's spoke a little too soon.
He's been working on that. He's been working on that.
This spring he's getting to my head.
Yep.
I had a little ice cream today, you know.
I was about to say.
I'm a little hopped up on sugar.
Yeah. A little high on life. Warm life. Oh, no. Okay. No spike.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That's a really inconsistent spike, so I don't even go for that. That down smash.
Oh,
yeah, he's in I'm Robin. Ooh, no 11 sword though. If you have 11 sword, it's like
that midair. But yeah, I mean, still 117. I believe he has a fully charged Thoron. He hits that.
Yep. Full 11 sword. That could have been a back air right there, and it'd have been dead.
Yeah.
And Beef was styling on him. I can see that. He wanted that.
Yeah,
he wanted that.
He was hunting.
Now, I understand that. I'll be like that sometimes where I'm just like, okay, I'm Sephiroth. I got a little bit of a lead. I'm going to try this fully charged B.
Mm-hmm. 2 stage bans of the
You heard Ice Cream Truck in the winter still running? Yeah, I understand. People rock ice cream in the winter. Don't understand it. Stupid. But, you know, you bundle up and get warm and get some ice cream. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, also, I will type this as well. I'm also going to do... I'm going to implement, because the stage list is a little bit bigger. Hey, BG's here. I'm going to implement Dave's stupid rule, DSR, which is you cannot return to a stage you previously won on. So as an additional stage that you cannot pick when you are picking stage lists.
Now, Triton in the future, don't be afraid if you start losing like 3-0, 4-0, and just like, all right.
Oh,
That's why I said Triton in the future.
Yeah.
That's why. Don't be afraid to just be like, all right, Zero Suit's not working. Go on to somebody else.
Correct.
Because sometimes that freshness will mess up your opponent.
All right, Beef has banned Kalos and Small Battlefield. So Triton, we're gonna ask you to post your stage pick here. All right. Beef, you will also have to, I don't know if you're muted as well. You will also have to pick the stage, whatever he picks. Just so, you know, don't get the wrong stage. Unless they're posting in the Discord. I would prefer it be in chat, but... Going Yoshi's. Yoshi's Story. Honestly, not a terrible pick for ZSS if you can,
If you can get your dirt.
Triton needs to, get up smash in his repertoire. But, up B's will kill a lot earlier on Yoshi's. It is a tiny ceiling in comparison to the other stages.
Oh, going to Roy
never mind
immediately.
About
Hey, hey, present Triton. Well, let's see.
Oh, he's on. Okay, he's unmuting. All right. He's unmuting in between games.
Okay.
Okay. So he's coming out with the Roy.
That speed getting right in your face, that might help with Robin, because Robins like to stay away and charge, and plus they're really slow.
I don't know. Beef seems to be kind of going in, though.
Yeah. More aggressive, really.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, good forward smash.
Them counters.
Yeah, he's thrown.
I can already feel he's gonna be relying on that. That's the Roy stuff of every time I play as Roy, I'm just like expect 5-6 counters per life.
Yeah. Ooh,
That Nosferatu help.
That would have been a. Ooh!
Hilt.
What? And that's the thing, though. If Beef does not kill Triton at a low enough percent, then you start getting into Rage Roy territory, and that is never good.
Not
And they start
one.
killing at 40. Oh!
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that was actually kind of nice. Using the arc fire. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay.
That in tournament, I'm like, all right, back air. Nope, but you know, Triton's not there yet.
Yeah.
Hanging off the ledge, back. Ooh, ooh, if you had that 11 sword, that'd have been. Well, you know what? Maybe I speak too soon.
So one thing I actually found out about Roy from Gavin is Roy has a bit more horizontal momentum on his up B when you are facing away from the stage.
Really? That's odd.
And he turns around with his back air, so you can like back air, you know, towards the blast zone, which will turn you around, and your up B will go a bit farther. Ooh, good forward tilt.
About time to kill.
Ooh, yep, side B.
Yep. He also
Raw
needs
forward
to
smash.
implement the forward tilt a lot more, because that'll just kill you when you're on the ledge at like 80.
Yep.
You don't even need to do the forward B.
Okay, Triton has a firm stock lead right now, completely
Yeah.
lapped in percent. Ooh, good. Okay. Ooh, He's going for a spike, maybe to follow up
Yeah.
top of the stage.
So pretty, it's not super consistent, that combo, but when it works, it's just like, oh, you've even taken a lot of percent, or you're just straight up dead.
Yeah. Discount Pyra.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I would have, if that was me, I would have just done the forward there. That probably would have killed, because you had the 11 sword.
Okay, good back throw. That's charging time right there. Ooh. All right,
Yeah.
Triton on the board.
Alrighty then. Who could have seen this coming?
All right. Oh, wait. You know what? Actually, I'm stupid. DSR for a first to 5, where there could be potentially 10 matches, is stupid. We're not going to do that.
What did I say was rude? I don't remember saying anything rude. Did I say something rude? I don't say anything rude. Been a gentleman.
All right. Who could have seen that guy? He called you out.
No, straight from going from from Zero Suit to Roy, it's just like, oh, and then he wins without getting warmed up properly. Who could have seen that coming? That's all.
So,
not rude.
Triton,
It's a comment.
you have 2 stages to ban.
So while they're figuring out that, I don't normally just follow players. I'll just watch matches and stuff. I've been really, really into Sky J and his Incineroar. It is so nasty.
It's people who main like objectively low tier characters, but those characters being hype as fuck is one of the coolest things to watch.
It's so fun.
During, I think it was Smash World Tour, his set versus Fatality, Falcon, Incineroar, and I believe it went to Game 5, is one of the best sets of recent memory.
I am just all over this dude. I'm like, his Incineroar is amazing.
Don't you hate Incineroar, though?
Yes, I do. But I can recognize a good Incineroar.
All right. So, all right,
Playing
Triton,
Roy
you have
all
two-
week long.
I mean, she kind of is, but Triton, what are your 2 stage bans? Any of them. Of the full list that was there, I'll post that same list in gaming chat, and I'll make it a pinned tweet. Okay, gaming chat. So the stages are Battlefield, FD, Town and City, PS2, Smashville, Kalos, Small Battlefield, and Yoshi's Story.
Yeah, if I was to say something, I'd say Beef isn't doing the Robin stuff to the fullest capacity. You should always just have some kind of charge ready and willing, unless you're just doing the little blue lightning and just pew pew pew. And
Yep. Oops.
he's not really. He's more of an in-your-face aggressive Robin, where I'm just like, if that's what you're going for, you do you. But you should definitely use the book more. Because it hurts a lot, and it just, especially with somebody like a Roy, it'll stop him in his places. Because either he'll have to dodge, he'll have to jump, or he'll just have to eat it, and that'll just mess up the flow. So once he's jumping towards you, you're like, okay, now I have options. Fire, forward air, the dodge, a bunch of stuff. But that's just me. Yeah, this is just my Robin analysis. This is just my C plus B minus Robin. I'm not even getting into the whole, hey, you got resources, grab the sword and hit him and then combo. I don't do that stuff. I'm just saying what I would do.
Pin message. All right.
You counter arc fire, but then he can start baiting it. That's the
All right.
meta.
So Smashville and FD are the bands. So Beef, what is your stage pick? Ooh, you know what? You know what? So for next time, I will have a stageless command. That way that can be pulled up in chat too. While we're sitting here, notepad.
Yeah, that was a good counter. We both popped off on that. Move the sticks, Mike. Your screen's gonna go black.
All right, Battlefield is the stage pick. This feels like it needs a bracket, but only one side, and it leads to Mike. Hey, DA, don't discount DA. He and I go back and forth.
But you play Smash more, so it's just like I'm the secret boss. You're like, there's me.
You're Akuma, except you're a cute little dog. Can you imagine if Isabel had the raging demon?
I'm sure there's a GIF out there.
All right, game 3.
It's always funny when the first couple of exchanges and they're just dancing around each other, not really fighting.
Yeah.
Just he's already starting to read them counters. That's not a good sign for Triton.
Mm-hmm.
Triton likes to go from the second or third platform.
Ooh, he sniped the jump.
But Triton likes to come from the second or third platform down with a counter.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that. And see a fully charged book when he's at 0%. Ooh. Fully charged, it only does like 13, 14%. When you can get the purple, purple does 20 raw. Just robbing stuff. But that was a good counter.
Is that the Arc Thunder? The ball?
I don't know the names. I just go purple, yellow, blue, and yellow. And bigger yellow. Nice little throw combo. You need to figure a more reliable way to... When they're coming off the edge, you need to figure out something better to do than just hold and beat. Because that hasn't worked yet, and I don't see it working much. It's gonna work, and it's gonna kill, but it's not worth it, I say.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice little up air.
Excuse me.
Oh, you should have threw her. What? I don't know what Beef was going for there. He just sort of ran up and just stood there. Maybe he was going for Nosferatu.
Menacingly. Ooh. Down smash or forward smash. Ooh, there it is. That's what he's been hunting for that.
Piss Yellow is a good name for it. Rolled right into the fire.
So Jet said, I'm M. Bison. Now I just need to make a dumb gif of me going, yes! Need to get that hat. Okay. Yeah, Beef is really trying to read.
Yeah.
So he's like waiting for Triton to do something and then trying to capitalize on a punishment.
Beef, you should have burned that your...
Oh! Triton!
Beef should have, while he was up on the second or third platform, should have burned his book so that his sword and his book could charge at the same time, and then just run away until the moment that they recharged, and then continued the fight.
All right, Triton.
That was good.
Is that two?
It's
Triton,
a bit closer than the first one.
Yep, Triton, you can change up your bands if you want.
So is Beef stuck with Robin, or can he go to a secondary?
No, it is. Triton wants to beat each of our characters.
Not just number 1?
Nope. Like, he wants to do your Belle and your Robin. He wants to do my Ridley, my Byleth, and my Pyramithra individually.
Ah, so this is Robin Beef.
Yes.
Okay.
Run it back. They're going back to battlefield.
If you were in a tournament, you just do the little swooshy hands of just like circle, circle, circle.
Yep.
Yeah, you just sit down. It's fine. Go, let's go, let's go. I'm still hot.
Yep.
And sometimes when I'm on a losing streak, sometimes changing the outfit will help. Just freshen it up a little bit, getting a crisp white. All right, Levin sword in play.
Ooh.
Oh, Beef, just go for the surefire forward with that.
Ooh, nice. All right.
There we go. No more Levin sword. A quarter of a character for a little bit. He went low. He went, somebody dying. Oh yeah, Triton wants that.
All right.
See, fully charged, and if he hits it, it's basically dead, depending on. Yep, see, there's them counters. It's gonna be real bad when they start to get red. If they do. Sometimes when you're in the heat of battle, yep, that seems to be his surefire arc fire afterwards. So sometimes I'll go arc fire, jump, arc fire again, and then forward air. But that's sometimes that I'm just feeling a little saucy. If he would have died from that book, just bonking him at 19%.
Okay, command's not working yet. All right.
See, this would be the time that you would go for Nosferatu, because you'd get a nice 30-35% from it.
Oh, is it scale?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
What? Oh, yeah, Brandon. Absolutely.
Ooh! Okay.
And see, arc fire into Nosferatu after you do a little short jump. That's true.
Oh, that was what we call a bait. All right. Ooh, good get up attack.
That was.
Oh no! He was holding out too.
Yeah.
Sparks.
That was just a bad rolling into the arc fire.
Oh,
40%.
I needed to read multiple lines.
Man, Robin is just not dying. You just get more in that face. Well, the next exchange is gonna be very decisive.
Ooh, no.
Ooh.
You were correct. Unfortunate. All right, 2-2.
Wow. You think it's gonna go one way and then it just goes the completely opposite one. Wow. Oh, this is interesting. See, I like this more than just a blowout. Blowouts aren't fun.
Oh, I see now. I'm only reading line 0. Okay. If I put like line star? Try the command again when somebody gets a chance. All right. Beef, you have stage bans. Nope. That's the command I tried. I mean, I
But you
could
see, once he started using the book more, it helps a lot.
All right. Here's an easy way for me to do this. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. I don't need to... I can just post this text. All right. Yoshi's and Kalos are the bands. All right, now try the command again. See how it looks. Seriously? Doesn't read multiple lines? Alright, I'll have to look that up later. Alright, PS2. Let's do a little... it's the second PlayStation console beef.
He's back to Zero Suit.
Huh. Interesting.
This is going all kinds of places.
Yeah.
You think he'd want to stick with that raw kill power of Roy?
All right.
Let's see.
Okay. Some good up airs.
Maybe he's banking on that evasiveness.
Bigger stage.
Or just, like I said, the freshness of messing up beef with the...
You know, he
switch
was
to a new
telling me he
character.
learned how to be reverse, and he's done it twice now, Triton.
Well, let's see. Maybe it'll be like hockey and it'll just unlock in the middle of battle.
What was it? What, the Bells of Rebellion? What was it? For Joy Boy?
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, good mash out.
Triton is definitely staying in his face and not letting him do his Robin stuff. But not going off stage with Zero Suit like he was with Roy.
I know, I did show him a little bit during one of the previous streams how you can actually edgeguard pretty well as ESS. Especially
But
low.
then he's probably not super confident because if he just died, it's like, well, that's just a stock. This isn't friendlies or anything. I'm fighting for my in life here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, he was trying to read Fast fall down. Good up air.
Yeah, now, but no more Levin sword. Almost 2/4. Yeah, that's about half of the arc fire left. Keeps going for that up air.
Yeah, sometimes you have to like just like either do like just like a short hop fair. You'll get a good meaty hit off of that.
It's not working as much as you think it is, Beef.
Ooh!
That's that
That
buff.
rapid jab.
That's that buff it is.
Ooh, good back air. That's it. That
See,
tag
I would have just unleashed the P, the P yellow, because he was gonna roll back or forward, and that would have been a definite hit. And you're just gonna, yeah. So it's just percentile at that point, and you're just using it, and you're basically wasting resources because you're not. The book is just sitting there instead of just recharging or anything. So just burn it all.
Anytime I hear one of you guys say burn it all, and this is like deep lore of all of our podcasts and stuff, I go back to episode 2 of our very first podcast. Burn it all? Rock the dragon?
Triton.
Up.
Whatever.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
well,
Up.
man, every time I talk.
B. Up. B. Or up smash.
Or anything but a forward tilt.
Yeah.
He's just wasting his Levin sword with these empty attacks. There it goes. And see, if he had the Levin sword, he'd be dead right then and there. Just forward air. I'm begging you, Beef. That is legitimately 35% easy, and I never miss. Back throw, it wouldn't have killed, but it would have gotten you in a better...
Yep. Rapid jab. Close game.
What the fire alarm?
Just in the face! I mean, the other thing that you can do, too, as, Uh-oh!
Oh, really?
We might
What?
have to post... We might have to post...
Are you serious?
We shall see!
Are you serious? I should have held that for a little bit longer.
But as I was saying, if you get caught in an arc fire, you can then... A B! Oh! He did up smash!
Beef, you had so many opportunities.
Ooh, bad DI there.
Yeah. And it
Beef
hurts
goes
that
up.
Zero Suit is a lot lighter than Roy.
Alright, well, we're gonna continue until it
As long
boots
as
us-
we can.
Until it boots
This
us
is the
out of the
Titanic.
arena.
Until that ship goes down, we here.
Alright, Beef at 3 wins, so get your stage bans in pretty dang quickly.
Every time I talk DA, I'm the problem. Absolutely. It constantly happens. Like, oh, if he just hit that, bam, dead. Oh.
That is what they call commentator's curse. It's more applicable here. Like, he somehow has player's curse when we're playing against each other and we're talking. Because
That's always the worst. Let me
All
see
right,
if
run it
there's
back.
right back. See if there's anything going on Twitter.
I did see something for server maintenance, but I thought it was tomorrow. I thought it was announced for tomorrow. Back to the Roy.
Yes, just a couple people being surprised. It's still letting them in.
Yeah, I saw it on Reddit. On Smash Bros. Reddit. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, good.
Could have capitalized a little bit better, Triton.
Oh. It's March 17th, but it's in UTC time. I bet you if I convert the time to Eastern Daylight, it's now. Probably. But, ooh, and it looks like it's a big-ass window, so we might not be able to finish this, but we'll see.
You hate to see it.
Oof. Okay.
Big meaty swings. One more shot with the fire. Levin sword back.
I will say a big thing. So, like, right now, he's just spamming forward smash. And I know I've mentioned it at least a little. Oh, he went off stage. Cool. I know I've mentioned it very briefly, but there's a thing in this game called move staling. Where the more that you throw out a move, which granted, Roy,
The less effective it is.
Yeah, the less effective it is. I think that resets in between stocks. So, in that case, I don't think it was stale, but yeah, that's
It's one of those little known things.
Yeah, it discourages spamming of moves. Obviously, there are still moves that's like, hey, I still want to spam this because it's like a good combo thing or what have you, but ooh, okay.
Levin sword probably would have killed there. He was up high enough.
All right. See, yeah, you're right. That is a habit, Da.
Yep.
He jumps off a platform and goes into counter.
And it looks like Beef has just downloaded that out this world.
Okay.
But Triton doesn't have an answer for that arc fire, which is a problem.
Shh, shut up, game. Whoa. Oh. Oof.
But yeah,
Good
that
combo.
absolutely.
Oh boy.
Nosferatu absolutely does scale because the lower percentage that they are and the higher that you are, you will just basically get a cut 40% sometimes.
Gotcha. I will say I know it wasn't intentional, but I'm just going to, for the narrative, say that Beef about like 30 seconds ago teabagged. Tactical crouching. All right. Can Triton pull off this last stock? Can he pull off reverse?
Rage Royce, a scary thing.
Ooh, Beef kind of reverse area rush there for a little bit. Ooh, okay. Good air dodge. Get out of dodge. Ooh! He went for it all!
Yeah, he most certainly did.
Okay, he's... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! He was going for some stuff to try and get the win, so I can respect it.
Yeah. And he backed up a little bit, waited to see what Beef was gonna do. Something it's like he's figuring some stuff out. He's not just pig-headed, put your head down, put in work. He's trying, which is good. That's good mindset that you need to be in. The bag was unintentional.
Nah, you can't lie to me. Just call it a tactical crouch. It doesn't sound as bad then. All right. So, Beef, you have 2 bands.
I'll be like that when I'm Min. Like, I hope you don't think that I'm teabagging. I'm just switching my arms. I need my abilities.
So, like, usually in between stocks when I'm playing online, I'll do, like, just to practice it, I will wave land on a platform. And it's like at autopilot at this point, so it'd be like wave land and then immediately, like, fall through the platform. but occasionally I will miss the platform, and then, you know, me hitting down that'll buffer to me crouching, and I'm like, oh no. I'm not teabagging, I promise.
No. Don't start getting super aggressive and no, don't start styling on me, and then I look like the douchebag because I teabagged and then I got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the worst. Somebody will teabag and then just get mollywopped. I'm like, how you feel now? You happy?
Back to ZSS.
Black suit. Beef is sticking with that blue.
Actually, you know what? We need some boss music.
Triton's on his last legs. Funny that he trusts Zero Suit more than Roy, it seems.
Or it might be a stage thing too.
Could be.
Where's that Ganondorf music? Oh, wait, you know what? We need the power of our one true god on this stream. That being Gilbert Gottfried.
Mortal Kombat. Let's see if Triton is getting rid of the habit that I keep saying that he has.
And
every time I
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we see in chat, so like me and you are like, no, we don't like teabagging, and then we see the other side of the spectrum in chat of you always teabag, always taunt.
No. Taunting, yes. I wish taunting was still online.
Yeah.
I would do that.
It's
teabagging it's stupid.
Yeah, it's a legitimate move for some characters. Kazuya, Luigi, Greninja, Snake.
Ooh!
Jesus.
Just long.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
That's
one of those things where you just go, mother.
What scripture of the Bible was that, Beef? Because you read that hard.
Try your best, Jet. Try your best.
That's the thing. Like I just noticed too. I never really realized. Ooh, good back air.
Ooh, that was nice.
That bronze sword up smash. He doesn't rotate. He just points.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it is really not a good combo out of Arcfire when you do not have Lemon Sword.
No, it is not. And I took I took Robin into the lab for the first time in a while. I'm just like, because I'm like, what can you do with tilts? Nothing. They're horrible. I need to see if anybody did, because Esam has been doing, that was very nice. Esam has been doing, moves, the best and worst moves with the little tier list. I got to see if he does tilts, because Robin's tilts are, they've got to be some of the worst in the game.
I was going through that and he got to forward smashes. I'm like, if you do not put Ridley's in top tier, then we're going to have problems, Mr. Eric Samuel.
One of the best players in the world. I'll come and lose to you in Smash.
Yep. Which is just like, yeah, he put it in like super high tier. He's like, it's busted. It's super quick. It's large. You step back. It can 2-frame, which it can.
I'm very surprised we haven't seen Pyramithra.
Oh, you got the berry, Triton. Don't back up.
Yeah. That's your house now.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. When you use side B too much,
that was very nice.
You can get around it, and then you are just, the end leg on that move is atrocious. Ooh, he used the drop 11 sword. Oh! Don't do it to him.
Don't hurt him.
Oh! What an interesting. And Beef takes this first best of 5. Congratulations, Beef. All right. And do we get kicked out?
Good
Sure,
effort, Triton.
you just accidentally bumped your D-pad? Uh-huh.
Yeah, listen
right.
back to this Triton, and we say a lot of things that you can improve on and things that you're doing right.
Correct. So yeah, there's a couple of missed opportunities where you did get the berry with flip kick, and you backed up in forward smash versus going up and either up smashing or going up and up being. You did it once. You up smashed once, and I'm so happy because I believe that's the first time I have ever seen you use that move in a combo like that. You've used it at least once, but it's such a rare thing and it's one of it's arguably Samus's best smash attack just because down smash is for the tactical up B. There it is.
Oh, there it
Just
is.
in time.
Wow.
Just in time.
Dang, I wanted to mirror match Beast Robin.
Yeah, from what so if we go to the browser, from what it's saying, it's gonna be down for like 2 hours. Smash is so. Triton, unless you have some
Approximate
VODs to
time.
review,
Well, with the details, when you go into it, it says planned end time 9:30. Oh, wait, but that might not be daylight. Whatever, it'll come back when it comes back.
yeah. Okay, so DA, unless you want to go over some of Triton stuff, you are not beholden here. I'm just gonna go over some Triton stuff. Just basically, this is how I'm trying to help him out: is looking over his VODs, telling him what he did wrong and what have you.
Yeah, I'll stick around. I ain't got nothing to do for a little bit. Probably at like 9, I'll go eat. But other than that, I'll stick around.
Okay. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I will actually. We'll watch these on my gaming computer. That way, I can stream from that, so you can just like watch. I don't know how that'll work. We'll see. Oh shit! I just saw it. Oh wait, I forgot. It's not in the Discord. It's Google Drive. So, oh yeah, you're being dumb.
Yeah, those were definitely good games, Beef. I can see you both were figuring each other out, and that's the glory of facing somebody multiple times. You're like, yeah, I got you. And they're like, oh no, they got me.
Okay, let me get this set up here. Here you are. Yeah, shut up. All right. Let me get this fixed so that it actually displays in my game thingy. That should be. Let me see. This game? Is it showing up? It is. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually open up Discord on this computer as well. I will open up the videos here, watch them here, and then stream it. That way you can see them in real time as well.
Cool.
Oh.
Have you completed the challenges in Smash?
I think so. I think I've done all of them.
Because I'm at 118 of 124. I'm like, wow, there's a couple I haven't done.
Oh, yeah.
This is bothering me. As Ganondorf clear the first stage of the final battle without being KO'd? No.
Ganondorf? And we just found out in like 5 seconds of him mentioning the challenge that he will never complete the challenges.
Sunrise, sunset.
Yep. Let's see here. Scan QR code. There we
Yeah, the challenges, if you go into the vault and then into challenges, it's just a bunch of stuff like, hey, play online 50 times, beat adventure mode, whatever, whatever. You get them passively, really, but some of them you gotta work for.
Right, that second. Third. Oh, the control button. Was it only 4 videos? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's a 5th. Okay. All right, we will. So in this. What happens if I? Oh. Ooh, maybe this won't work. Shit, this won't work like I thought.
How could you not want to play online? That's where it's at.
Never mind. I might not. Well, let me see. Shit, no, I can't. Never mind. I can't do it like I thought I could. I would need to. I would have to make a new Discord in order to do it like I thought I was gonna do it.
I can't figure it out anything. I could just bounce and you can do your own little thing.
I mean, I could technically do it through here. It was just less stress on this computer, but whatever. Let's open these up here. I was in gaming chat, right? Yep.
You can do 2-player classic mode?
Yeah, I think that's been a thing for a while.
I didn't know that.
Ooh. There we go. You're lagged a little bit there. Alright, let's see if this works. Share my screen. Okay.
Let's see.
Alright, can you see?
It's loading. I hear. Yes, I see.
Okay. Alright, actually. Turn you down. That way we can at least hear.
You're not good, but you can get better. Yeah, tangent. That's what online is. Get better.
Oh wait. We went over these ones, didn't we? Hold on. Or no, I think no, never mind.
A bunch of the nothing clips. So yeah, this is what we have. I don't have any Simon experience, so I didn't know what he could do for most of this.
Yeah, Simon, it's like you need Simon experience to play Simon, especially really good ones, which this one admittedly is not very good, it seems.
So, okay, now he's starting to do Belmont things. Belmont's they throw out the B buttons. Oh.
Yep. Ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. We've mentioned it before, but just one thing is conserving your resources off stage as much as you can.
Oh, what are you doing? That was horrible.
Okay.
What's that Belmont doing backing up after the little slides dolphin?
Okay. I do like that you're incorporating the other variants of Blade Dance. Dancing Blade, whatever the heck the rules.
Oof. Got them both.
Yeah, especially with a character like Belmont. Other characters I would consider in this regard would be like Min Min, or just range characters in general, like a Mega Man or something. Like counter is not great.
Yeah. You got to pick your battles with, especially the gimmick characters.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Because with Isabel, I can just stay back and just pop that, and it's really just nothing to me. Didn't like going against randos online. That's the best. Randos are fun.
So Belmont's like their up B recovery is kind of ass. The way that they are supposed to recover is all of their aerials with the whip can tether. So forward air, back air, up air, down air is a giant, dive kick. So that won't work. But their forward, back, and up can actually tether to stage.
But yeah, that's what you're supposed to do right there. Just get them off stage and just assault them. Because, hey, if they try to tether back on stage, sometimes they'll just hit you and then just die. And that's fun.
So, actually, I'll keep Smash open in case I want to go into training mode and show anything. Back up. Okay, just get that ready. All right, it's video 1 down, video 2.
I don't think was mine. And if it was that, well, then this is I don't think this is Namek. This because Namek is better than this.
Don't be gassing up Namek that. He don't need it.
Hold up. You see what happened here?
Because Namek is better than this.
This guy just jumps in and counters, and look what you did. You immediately punished it. That is why you shouldn't just throw out the move. Ooh, tipper.
A critical flaw with my Robin, really? Let's hear it. I'd like to see what you're thinking about. But in the meantime, just gonna have fun with friends. It's no big deal. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Sometimes it's not about getting better. Sometimes it's just about, hey, I like Bowser, and I'm gonna do a drop kick with Bowser. No, I dig it.
Oof. Okay.
Somebody hit somebody.
Oh, no. Yeah, if you do an aerial too close to ledge, you will not cling.
You'd rather not tell you how to beat me at this? I mean, even if it's a critical flaw, you still got a lot to get around with Robin.
He also said earlier when I was in tournament that he found an exploit with ZSS to use against my Ridley, and I just told him, I'm like, whatever you're thinking, I have probably seen it already.
Seriously, I mean, I've been playing Robin for how many hours have I been playing Robin? Let's check it out.
Actually, now that you're in here, you can hear how many hours I've been playing Ridley.
I see that just expecting a counter. You shouldn't just sit there and expect a counter. It should be more like a surprise thing.
Like it's something like counters are like after you've gathered some information on your opponent. Good forward tilt.
Yeah,
that was forward.
Because they're falling towards you. You got the advantage. So you should be like, bam, bam. You should be going towards them.
Yeah, it's just like you'll see after a while, where it's like, oh, like when I'm off stage, they're approaching me aggressively, kind of like what just happened right there. I don't know if that was a read per se, but he's been seeing that you've been running up and immediately attacking. Like there's been no grabs basically this entire time. Wow. Ooh, yep. So we had talked about B reversing a bit. You can technically be reverse up Bs. If you up B like in a direction, like slightly left or slightly right, you do your up B in that direction. And you definitely need to do that with Royce.
Yeah.
After this video's over, I will tell you how many hours I've been playing Ridley.
Yeah, I need to go into. I was focusing on a match. Didn't want to be like, yeah, let me just look away from the screen to do this thing.
You're right there, I'd almost assume you did that on reaction. Like you saw him doing the forward smash and you just threw out the down B. That's good.
But that Marth is good. You could see them spacing that properly because that would have been a tipper.
Very good. Now you may have died if that missed from how you angled that. All right, D, I'd like you to guess how many hours I have in Ridley.
270.
Let's see. Oh wait, I was looking at KOs, but let's see battles. Battles online. Or is this? It's number of battles played. Play time. Okay.
Playtime. Yeah,
all right.
playtime.
Okay. So 270. Final answer.
Yep.
You're off by 105 hours. 375. Almost 376. I am 4 minutes off from 376.
Isabel, 155.
Wow. Not even half.
Robin, 74.
So, who? My next highest. What do you think? What character and what amount of hours?
Byleth with 26.
No, it's actually more than you think. It is Byleth, and it's 100 hours.
That's more than my Robin.
And then third is Aegis, and it is. I only honestly like if I could only play 50 more minutes. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work because minutes don't go up to 69. That's unfortunate. I'm at 69 hours.
Really? Because I'm only at 39 with Wolf, and Wolf is my boy.
I probably play more than you then, just in general.
I wish we could do squad strikes online. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Jet and Triton tried to do one after we saw Squad Strike at Summit, and they were unhappy when they found out that you cannot do it in arenas. You can
so
technically
fun.
with Yuzu, but it's like it's the bitch to set up. All right, video 3. Against some Mario. My total hours in Smash. Yeah, I play this game a lot.
1,060. That's a lot.
1,600.
1,600.
Mm-hmm.
It shows 1,060 for me.
It says for me, Smash Bros. Powered time count.
Oh, I see. When you go into your friend and it says played for 1,600 hours or more. I mean, 106. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. The total powered time count of my game is 1,614. We're ignoring. I'm gonna roll back. I was ignoring. Sorry. All right. Okay. Oh, this Mario's trying Mario stuff.
Yeah. You just got to get away from Mario's and just let them do their thing for a while. They'll tire themselves out.
Yeah, I think optimal low percent Mario throw is actually up throw into down air, the spinny. Which, probably isn't as good on like a Roy. On Ridley, it works every time because I'm wide as hell. Okay. This up a little. Realize it. Ooh.
What is that Mario doing? They should have just been off stage going for that spike. You know what? I'm expecting too
Ooh.
much of this because you know they're not
on me.
Elite Smash.
Elite Smash.
It definitely takes a while for you to like feel confident enough to go off stage and do stuff.
Yeah.
Like honestly, one thing that I don't do as Ridley enough is I don't go far enough out horizontally because as long as I'm facing the blast zone, the back angled up B goes upward a bit, so I can actually like threaten. It's just if I get counter edge guarded, then usually I'm I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you play Plant. Plant can live forever.
Yeah, trying like I said, watch pro like Summit and Collision Roids and see how many times they counter. Don't rely on that so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for
It's good. It's
like,
good when you have a read. It's good when
yes.
you have analyzed. You have data on what your opponent's habits are. You know, it's like okay, they tend to be approaching at this point. Okay, save this for now.
And slightly like lower level people where they're just not expecting and they're just aggressive punch. You're gonna get them, but somebody like me and Mike, I already said I figured it out. It's just you come off the second or third platform and then you counter. So I just gotta wait and then hit you like that, but not like that.
Mm-hmm.
To do it again in time. Oh no, he is.
Oh, unintentional.
Oh, Mario stuff.
Ooh.
That would have been a good back air right there because you were
Don't-
right in position.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, consistent back airs are very difficult when you're starting out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just back air or do you back air with the tilt stick?
This is this and
Me?
part is something
Or
else.
Triton?
Yeah.
I've been known to do both. With Byleth, when I do the up B combos, I typically will use the tilt stick because it's a lot easier to like go for my jump button and just like flick my thumb like in the whatever direction.
Mhm.
But yeah, it just kind of depends on
That was a nice roll.
Rage Roy.
Die so early.
That is what Roy does. They die early. But yeah, just it's like usually it's just like if I like had my finger like on the jump button and it's just like I don't know. It's on occasion it happens for whatever reason.
Mhm.
I would say
this
mostly I
requires
use the A button.
Some backstory, so I'm just gonna pause it in a second. This was on an arena. So this was me versus Namek.
Mhm.
Right before this, the DA
An
was
arena
everything.
with Namek?
Gavin beats DA. Right after that, Namek beats Gavin.
Oh yeah,
And
that
then
one.
This is Namek. So that's what's in my head at this moment. Also, I want to beat Namek.
You want to beat everybody.
I have to beat Namek at this point. Namek is really good.
Nah, I wouldn't say that, Triton.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Steady on, mate.
You guys are on equal footing.
So I'm ahead by stock.
Hey, Jed, as soon as you land that Falcon Punch on either of us, then we'll consider it.
I screwed that up.
As a tipper.
I just know never to shield when he's about to do that.
Yeah, that'll eat your shield
Yep.
right up.
Shield less when I'm fighting a Marth.
We were playing when I was Byleth in the arena. You don't know how hard I was going for shield breaks against all of them, DA.
What a monster.
With intention. If I got like an arrow or like a forward smash on their shield, I'm like, yup. Bring out the hammer.
He does that, but like, how do I capitalize on that?
Oh wait, hold on. I wanna
Capitalize on what exactly?
Yeah, let me.
Okay. Because he does that, but like, how do I capitalize on that?
You stay
Well,
just
you
out,
can.
you stay just out of his range, and then dash attack might be a bit too slow. I can show you a thing that even I don't know how to do that you could do, but maybe like short hop forward air, running in.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. When you see him charging it, just jump over it and maybe do a down air. But it's very exploitable.
See right there, you just spammed counter twice. It's better to get back on ground and reset the situation.
It's not as safe as you think it is, that counter.
Yep. Ooh, that was tipped.
I have an 84% lead. Like, literally, I could kill him in one hit. That could have killed him if he was a little bit closer.
I remember watching this, like, all right, Triton, just clean up. Just get your broom and just sweepity sweep and we'll just be home.
Oh no.
Coming home, Triton. Coming home.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Coming home.
Ooh, that would have been tipped too.
Most certainly would have.
Mm.
At this percentage with Roy, you just have to try to not kill him.
Yeah. Ooh, tipper down smash? Ooh, okay. And another thing too that you don't do all too often. You seem to do a lot against me, which I find interesting, but you don't grab.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
How did this happen? God, I hate this.
Oh no.
Horrible.
Triton, that's the most emotion I've ever heard out of you in one of these.
That is it. I was just sitting there like, exactly what happened. What were the steps that led to that?
This is like Spargo at main stage. He's up 2 stocks on Leo. He already sees the championship game 5, and then he just loses.
Just point to the rafters, just point to the outfield, just like, here comes this home run. You look down, it's just like, oh, I'm holding a carrot. Whoops. Can I have my bat? Strike 1, strike 2, stat 3. What? What? I didn't. No, it doesn't.
Pikachu. Pikachu!
Oh yeah, this happened.
Ah, nice guy, Triton.
You can just fast forward like a few.
I always do stuff like that. I'm like, I ain't gonna fight you. I'm like, I got no reason to fight you.
Okay.
If I'm just like in a pissed off mood, I'm like, I'm taking this GSP, fuck you. But most of the time. I'll even like just stand there and let them hit me to like try and get to even-ish percent. Eventually, you'll start winning out. The worst is when you absolutely dumpster someone and they rage quit, so you don't get GSP.
That's horrible. Hey, see you later, Tangent. Tangent's bouncing.
Yep. Thank you very much, Tangent. Always a pleasure, good sir. Yeah, he works at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, I remember them days.
Okay.
I don't know exactly if you meant to do that down there after that jump. I don't even know if Roy has any follow-ups for that. I don't know if it bounces or what.
I feel like I've seen down air into up smash from like Cola. I think the biggest follow-up that I've seen is like ledge trump down air, which doesn't spike, and then he double jump back airs because they're like in the perfect area for the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. See you, Beef. Good games. Come back for the Roy challenge. Not the Roy challenge, the Robin challenge.
I think we're gonna do an arena this weekend, like on Friday or something. Been a bit. Well, at least I should say I'm gonna do an
If I
arena.
jumped, I probably would have actually, if I would have gotten a game too.
Ooh, good catch. Yeah, this Pikachu is just praying you run into his smash attacks right now.
Yeah. This isn't an ESAM where you're just like, oh, you gotta catch his Pikachu.
Yeah.
Serving jumps and using
Oh no.
instead.
The problem isn't catching his Pikachu. The problem is finding a moment to breathe as his Pikachu smothers you with combos and aggression
Is that
and violence.
You gotta catch him as you running away. It's like, don't hit me, let me hit you, no!
if that's the only reason.
That could have went worse.
Yep. It is very easy to get gimped by T-Jolts.
What do you... Well, he expected a roll.
Mm-hmm. I just tried to scroll up, and I'm like, oh, wait, that's just his phone camera. It's not quite at the top of the TV.
That was delayed. Sometimes when I press up B, it's like it's delayed until after I get hit.
That would be the buffer system.
Or like I get hit while pressing up B and then it
Yep,
delays.
this game has an inlaid buffer, which I believe is 4 frames offline. I believe it's longer, online. And yeah, you could like expect to like get hit into stage or something, or like you do something and then you're like planning to like try and roll or something, and then you get caught with an unfortunate air dodge off stage and you just die. So thing I want to show.
So yeah, you can do some stuff with after the down there at a pretty low percentage with Roy, which is interesting. I wouldn't recommend it because Roy got a lot of better options, but if you ever find yourself in a position.
Mm-hmm. All right, so where's Roy? Roy. So 2 things I want to show, and one of these is a tech that I even don't have like in my head, but you seem to have caught on to B reversing a lot better than I have. So
I turned that down a little bit.
that was the music loud.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
just a smidge.
Okay, so, first things first, and I saw you do it on occasion, but like again, you can B reverse up B, so I can fall up this way, and as long as you tilt like upward diagonally, you will actually up B in the correct thing, because obviously if you just raw up B while facing away from the stage, you're dead. And it happened to you a couple times, so that's just one thing I noticed. So, here's that. And then there is a tech in this game. What? I don't know what it's exactly called. It's like a dashing forward tilt, essentially. And this kind of requires C-stick. So like, if you are sprinting and you hit the A button, obviously you do a dash attack. And Roy's dash attack, kind of slow. But, you know.
Bit punishable.
Tilt. Yeah, forward tilt. You can shield a lot quicker. While you are dashing at someone, if right before you get to them, you turn around and then flick the C-stick back in the direction of where you are running at, you will do a dashing forward tilt. So as you see, like, you even slide a little bit. So again, you have a Marth doing neutral special. You're here. See how quick that is? Just here. Boom. I mean, even too, like, if you're like, so about here, you're like, maybe like just out of range of the tipper. You can just flick your C-stick once. And Roy's got a pretty good initial dash. Yeah, like right there, you're out of his range. Dash. Okay, so. I like what? Like right here? Dash. Forward tilt. Oh, no. Yeah, not like foxtrotting. But yeah, this is just a way to get forward momentum into your forward tilts so you can approach while using forward tilt. Roy's a good character for this. Honestly, Joker's would be a pretty good character for that just because his forward tilt has a lot of range. Ridley, it's actually good, but it's not in my muscle memory, so I don't do it.
Same here.
Sephiroth.
I'll do it sometimes. Like, oh, I did the thing.
Like Sephiroth, it's stupid.
That's the one that I've been trying with.
Like, it's... Like, look at how much he scoots to get additional damage with that. Or additional range. You figure, what? Not CPU damage. Or I guess do that. With wing, you move so much faster. How much better or worse did you think I was going to do? And how good do you think the commentary was in the match? Like, you know, we weren't like going uber serious as far as like, oh, and the dash attack, and then doing like super deep analysis, but I think we did all right, commentary-wise.
I think he was asking about his commentary.
Well, I guess trying to...
Because I wasn't listening to your commentary, if I'm going to be honest. I was with the moves. Unless you were actually talking about ours. In which case, it's stuff that you're doing well, and then it's also stuff that Beef was doing well and not so well and stuff like that.
Thanks, Jet. Honestly, I hadn't really seen much of Beef's Robin, so I had no idea how well you were gonna do. And I also didn't know your strategy going into this in terms of like you switching between Roy and ZSS and what have you. There's benefits, of course, of, you know, switching characters, but then there's also you kind of like you get warm with the character and then you then immediately get yourself cold because you're switching between characters. So yeah. So, you know, obviously the big things with spamming those moves. And with both characters. You play with online with both characters.
You play for hours, but still you're switching characters, so you have to get into a different mindset instead of sticking with them, and it's a whole meta mental game thing.
Mostly Roy, but a bit of ZSS. Yeah, so I would still say, like, I wouldn't even say, like, in terms of, like, a competitive match, honestly, an hour's not enough of a warm-up. That's why I kind of hate that I, you know, work until 5, and then the tournament starts at 6. Like, usually on these days, you know, I'll play a few matches, go, like, play some Elite Smash before and after, watch your VODs, and then after I stop streaming, I'll continue playing, and it's at that point is when I am on fucking fire. Playing online. Yeah, it's... Warming up actually takes a while. Especially if you're, like, playing online, there's, like, differences in lag and what have you. Offline, you can probably do it quicker, but online... mixed bag. So yeah, work on getting your counters under control. I'd say is the first big step. And then that's with Roy. With ZSS, just start spamming up smash. I want you to spam it so you get it in your repertoire. And then once it's like muscle memory, then you can stop spamming it. But for right now, just spam the ever-loving fuck out of that move. Because it is honestly her best smash attack. It's one of her best kill moves. It's, you can combo out of so much stuff. You can combo out of Barry with the down B. You can combo out of down smash. Catch jumps because it has so much range, sorry. And then what have you. Oh, Aegis week is this week? All right. So we will have some Pyramithra to go over.
You're gonna be challenging anybody up in the upcoming week or not? Just trying to stay up, or is it just gonna be like, all right, on to the next one?
I'm trying to do the proto. Although I don't think Sephiroth can wave dash or wave land good. Alright! I think I'm gonna call the stream a close here since we can't really go online anymore. I mean, I guess I can look at what's happening in the Coinbox if there's any interesting matches, but I'm probably not gonna watch anymore. And honestly, I started Horizon Forbidden West. I kinda wanna play it. Let's see here. I'll go in the browser view. Yeah, I almost was going to play the second best Pikachu in the world again if I didn't lose. Hungrybox is actually in my pool too. He was just on the opposite side of it.
I don't know if he told you, but since he's trying to beat BG as well, BG hopped in for a quick match with Triton.
Oh yeah, I did see that. How did that go?
Triton won, but it shouldn't have been that close for BG, who has not played in almost 3 years, basically.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna be a struggle to beat BG, because he's got that fighting gamer mind. He's been playing Smash since he's basically been 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be.
It's one of those things. It's like once you like get BG serious, then it's just like the headphones go on, any jovialness goes away. You know, we go back to the little Smash 4 tournament we had at Youmacon with Ralph, the Chaos Factor, and just how it's just like I faced him and almost lost, and you guys were giving me shit, both of you, and then you played him, and you're like, oh. Okay. And then you're like, yeah, Mike, I see. And I'm like, see? And Peachy's like, oh, you both suck. And then after, like, the first stock was taken, you just see BG's jovial. It's like, you just see, like, the brow furrow, the headphones come on, the gamer lean happen, and it's like, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's not real much going on. Wait, did Shiny Mark lose? Oh, no, okay, he's in winner still. Yeah,
No, there's not. Unfortunately, there's not gonna be beat him before he gets serious, because once he sees that, I just lost one, he's gonna get serious. So you got one match of a win before he gets serious.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna that one's gonna be. We'll see about that one. And he also hasn't touched any of the DLC, so he might find somebody there. But just look out for Luigi and Palutena for him.
I feel like he'd like Joker a lot. Just like between like all of his stuff at Black Canary and Sonya and what have you, it's like the in-your-face kind of slightly combo-heavy characters.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he'd like Joker a lot. But who knows? The secret final boss. Was Akuma? He becomes Oni in one of the games where he just like goes full demon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna call the stream a close here, guys. How is his document been, Ruby one?
Oh, it's been good. I am where did I stop? Where did I stop? Where's my phone? Help! Somebody help! Quick!
It's right there.
I am currently at Lionheart.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he did like character by character segments. I still need to read it, and then I feel like it's one of those things where it's like I can't just like lightly go like, okay, I'm gonna read a little bit of this. No, I have to sit down and be prepared to read this thing. All right. All right, just going through. Any major critiques?
Nothing that I can really see. There's a couple of. What was it? I don't think there's anything where I'm like, you didn't understand that, or I don't think that that's completely. No, I think it's pretty good. Let's see. I'm just going through the names to see if anything coming to my mind.
You almost
if I see something, I'll put a comment in it.
Yeah. I'm assuming you read Neo's and you were just like, all right.
I went to Neo first. It's just like, is this worth my time, Triton? Is it? It is.
All right. All right, with that, I'm going to call the stream a close. I also haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm hungry as shit, so I'm probably order some pizza and then play me some Horizon Zero Dawn. So, thank you guys for tuning into the tournament run. Good games, Beef, and Triton. So yeah, whenever we have these official challenges, DA, you might just get like a text from me and being like, yo.
Yep, just let me know.
Yep. Yeah, this was just like very spur of the moment. Triton, it would benefit us if you like try and schedule this ahead of time. That way we know we can both be here. But yeah. With that, see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow for Dead Space with BG. We shall see. TBD. Otherwise, I'll play Pokemon. Bye-bye, guys!